Let's talk about the next wave of the web. Web 3.0. Good morning. It's Friday. It was a rough night. I got a mediocre amount of sleep. Lynette slept, I hope she slept at all, maybe a couple hours. That kid was up until like 4 in the morning. We didn't even keep her up. She was just in bed, up. Yesterday turned out better than I thought it was going to. The kid turned out, we didn't end up at a hospital or anything. The kid's sickness from Thursday turned out okay. Lynette didn't get a lot of sleep. I got a little bit more sleep, but we were pretty fried yesterday. Oh, I gotta get mine in my mouth.
Race, Daddy. Run.
Office day today.
Ooh, I get to see the whiteboard.
Oh yeah, you do. Professionally installed whiteboard. Is it? Let's see if it's still hanging up. Oh, it is.
Oh, neat. Hi, Res.
It's time to donate some more money to Intelligentsia. We've at least started only donating money to them once a week, so that's better. I mean, I love Intelligentsia, but it starts costing a lot of money when you do it more than once every so often. I remember once when I got a latte and they accidentally spilled some of the latte on the counter. They ended up throwing my whole drink away and starting over again. You don't see that at many of the, I hate to pick on them, but the Starbucks is out there. There's a lot of care taken to making something just perfect at an Intelligentsia. I was looking up some of the history of Intelligentsia, and something I found that was kind of interesting, that coffee, and a lot of people, the way they talk about coffee is about these waves of coffee. Wave one was things like instant, was getting Folgers into everybody's pantries, because getting, Folgers crystals was like the thing about getting coffee into everybody's homes. Then the second wave was things like places that served coffee, the Dunkin' Donuts. Even Starbucks is kind of lobbed into this second wave of coffee, kind of getting it out of just at-home instant into something that you go to a store to buy. This third wave of coffee is Intelligentsia, and there's only a few other cafes that kind of are given credit for kind of creating this third wave of coffee. Places like Stumptown. These are the places where, instead of thinking about the country you get your beans and your coffee from, it's the farm. It's about artisanal ingredients. It's about knowing the people that are involved in making your product. It's no longer about just consuming something that's mass-produced, but it's about the people making it, and it's and making a connection between what you're buying and who's making it and why they're making it this way. I think that's really interesting, this whole third wave of coffee, because you can see it in a lot of other products. I think a lot of people would agree there's a third wave of beer, of mass producing beer has now become all about the microbreweries and knowing the people and forming a relationship with the people making your beer. I think bakeries and a lot of food products have all kind of experienced this. We no longer want things that are mass produced. We want to kind of form relationships with the farms and the producers and the makers of these products. And not just groceries. I think we see this a lot with a lot of the things we're buying today, from clothing and where we send our kids to school. We crave relationships behind the people who are providing us these services now. I feel like the original incarnation of the web, Web 1.0, was simply, let's just get all the services we can onto the internet. Basically make everything that was a pain in the butt before super convenient. Web 2.0 came along, and it was very much, I think, about let's put design and let's think a little bit more about providing these services. Let's make them faster. Let's take advantage not just of putting them online, but of the things that a computer can give us. I think 37 Signals, when they made Basecamp, was credited with a lot of bringing the Web 2.0 to fruition. Using things like Ajax, which is a fancy kind of term for making things feel like they're just happening really fast, versus these entire page loads and these flat, like the old web was all about almost kind of like bringing the concept of almost of a newspaper, flipping pages to the web. But Ajax was more about like, well, we don't have to think about the web like a newspaper or a book. It's not about pages. It's just a application. Like it can be like any other kind of software. Getting Subway. Everybody's how's your day going?
Pretty good. Feeling a little weird today.
And it's such a nice clear day. I was thinking about taking the drone out, but I don't think I can survive by the lake right now.
I think I'll survive.
So I should take the drone out? I don't know, it's maybe. Not a lot of cinematography in today's vlog. I was gonna take the drone. There we go. Just the Joey fell down. I was gonna take the drone out today. I realized the minimum temperature for that Mavic Pro is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. It's lower than that, so thought it'd be better not to do something like that. And I also think we've missed something about 37 Signals and things like Basecamp. I don't think 37 Signals was the champion of Web 2.0.
Okay.
Five.
Wow, that's a lot of babies you're taking care of at once.
Those ones didn't wake these babies up, but these babies woke those.
Oh man.
These ones are done flying.
Each one has
I think they were actually the champion of something that you might think of as Web 3.0. I think they evolved what was already happening with Web 2.0 and they took it to another level. A level that I don't think a lot of people have caught up with still to this day, even though I think they got this started back in 2005. I realize the cinematography has been a little late on this vlog as of late. A couple excuses, like it's cold outside, and we've been working on projects that have been taking forever, so I've just been trying to stay real focused and stay inside and not commute anywhere, and it's been kind of keeping me from like doing anything too interesting. It should get better. With the weather, it'll get better, but also next week I'll be going to the Basecamp office, getting out a little bit more, so that should be a little bit more interesting to watch visually. When I think about the reasons I followed a company like Basecamp back in when they created Basecamp in something like 2005, I followed 37 Signals because of not the technology they were putting forth, but about the people behind it, about the employees behind the company. Yeah, feed bail? Yeah, totally. Can I get one more fist bump? You give
Baby's gonna give you a
oh, that's a foot bump! I followed guys like David and Jason, the founders of 37 Signals, because of what they were saying, of the things they were doing and saying on the internet, on their blog and on video, in interviews. All right, ready?
watch. Mommy, watch.
What are you guys up to? Oh, neat.
Their philosophies were what was important to me, not just the product they were making. So when I chose to use things like Basecamp and High Rise and the products they were putting forth, it was not because they were just the best. I mean, they were good and well-designed products, but they had made a connection with me as a person because I shared these philosophies. You want, whoa, you like me? Like I do to you, you're gonna do to the baby? Awesome, you did it! There you go. Hey, it was pretty good. Okay, that one was a little bad, but... They may have created artisanal software. It wasn't just the software I was after, it was a relationship with the person who was making it. I wanted to know everything, not just about their software, but what kind of pens did a guy like Jason use? You know, what was they thinking when they were making things, and the why they were making things? Okay. Because they're what, the stormtroopers do that? All right. Hey, wait, hey, where's Cody? Hey, are you Cody?
Hey, there's Cody.
Where's Cody? Is that Cody?
Cody over there.
Wait, no, I'm not Cody, I'm 5.
Hey, I'm 5.
He's reciting a page, one of the stories from Darth Vader and Friends, another one of these Jeffrey Brown Star Wars books. She's obsessed with this Cody one. She has repeated the story 20 times already tonight in just the last 20 minutes. And I think they ushered in a wave of people doing this, and I don't think enough people have. When I think about the third wave of coffee, Intelligentsia and Stumptown have been able to ride this wave of coffee, of artisanal coffee, but I don't think people are doing this yet enough with software. There's still so much software that's put out there, and the only connection you have with them are the freelance writers the company has hired to write content marketing so that SEO works really well for them. You don't know who the founders are still. They're still very hidden and abstracted away from you and your relationship with this company. I think we're actually gonna go to a restaurant we've already been to like just like yesterday. When I ate there yesterday, we're gonna go back there. But I'm gonna get Chinese food as opposed to sushi tonight, so it feels a little different. I think there's something that hasn't been tapped into very well yet. Something that I try to do with things like this vlog, opening up my home and my kitchen and my family, because I want to make a better connection with the people who think, hey, I need a product like a CRM. I want to buy it from someone who I am interested in their philosophies and the why and the other people who, you know, run this business and help make this product. I think it's something very interesting to pay attention to because I still think it's a very wide open place. People haven't done it enough, and I think if you are interested in making a product and then you bring this ability to form a relationship with the people who want to buy your product, not just by offering just garbage content marketing, not just by writing another blog post or even just doing a video that is just all about marketing your product, but about, I don't know, creating some kind of connection that is not about the product at all, but about who you are and who the people you're talking to are. Create something there, and that's maybe what Web 3.0 really is.
Mommy!
Yeah.
Mommy, that's me the Cody.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not Cody. I'm five. Cody's over there. Hey, I'm five.
Still doing it. You goofballs. If you dig these videos, please, what do the kids say? Smash that thumbs up button, please. I could really use all the help spreading this channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I upload a new video every single day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.